Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that are happening on Saturday, August 5th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Miami Marlins vs. Texas Rangers. Texas has one of the most productive offenses in the game, ranking high in almost all key offensive categories such as average runs per game and slugging percentage. The Marlins have a losing record away from their home stadium, winning only 46% of their road games. They have lost 10 of their last 11 games on the road. Miami has lost their last 3 full series on the road, and all 3 of the defeats came in the form of a sweep. The Rangers have won at a 64% clip at home so far this season, and they have won 2 of their last 3 series at Ranger Stadium. They have won 4 straight against the spread at home. They excelled during the day in 2023, winning 16 of 24 games and hitting a healthy .292 with a .484 slugging percentage versus .258/.439 during night games. The stats suggest a Texas victory at home against the road-weary Marlins on Saturday. Take the Rangers with the money line. Texas has an elite offense this season, ranking first in the league in both average runs per game overall and average runs per game at home. They also rank in the top 3 in the majors in slugging percentage and batting average, so they are certainly capable of scoring quickly in bunches. Miami's offense is ranked in the top 10 in batting average, so they are also a threat to get runners in scoring position. Miami's pitching staff ranks in the bottom half of the league in ERA on the road with 4.49. The Marlins pitching staff has an ERA over 5 in their last 10 games on the road. Cabrera has been terrible on the road this season, giving up 30 runs and walking 30 batters in 43 innings. Texas is batting almost .300 with a .484 slugging percentage in their 24 games during the day so far this season. Most signs point to a higher scoring affair with Cabrera on the mound against the league's most dangerous offense. Take the over. Washington Nationals vs. Cincinnati Reds. The Reds will hand the ball to Abbott, who has become the team's ace in the absence of Hunter Green. Abbott has been dominant at home this season, going 5 for 5 in quality starts at home and with an ERA of just over a run and a half. National starter Williams has struggled on the road this season with an ERA over 5 in 12 starts. He's been even worse in his last 3 starts with an ERA over 6.5 in that time. Williams is in the top 10 in baseball in home runs allowed this season, and that number will not work out well in Cincinnati. The Great American Ballpark is the 3rd best hitters park in baseball and tops in home runs allowed. Expect the Reds lineup to get Williams out of this start fairly early and Abbott to remain dominant at home. Take the Reds with the run line. In this matchup, I'm going to side with the over, which has hit in 3 out of the last 4 starts Trevor Williams has made. Although Andrew Abbott has been rock solid on the mound for Cincinnati, the Reds' bullpen has been atrocious recently, and their relievers were a big part of why the Cubs plated 20 runs and 16 runs in back-to-back games against Cincinnati earlier this week. Both teams rank in the bottom 5 in the major leagues in terms of ERA, WHIP, home runs allowed, and batting average. That's not exactly a good recipe for the underhitting at Great American Ballpark. The Reds have had one of the best offenses in baseball over the past 2 months, and I expect it to be on full display on Saturday. I like the over. Toronto Blue Jays vs. Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have been one of the best teams in baseball in the past 2 months, and they look to step up at home and control this game. The Red Sox, who average 4.95 runs per game, should drive in runs at will with Jarren Duran, Tristan Casas, and the rest of the lineup making contact and powering the ball against Jose Berrios to easily plate base runners. The Red Sox should limit the Blue Jays' batting order, which is averaging only 4.46 runs per game, with Nick Pivetta pitching multiple scoreless innings to allow the bullpen to close out the game with the lead. The Red Sox should win the game with a strong performance at home. Take the Red Sox money line as home favorites. This is a matchup that produces overs in bunches, with 9 of the last 10 meetings eclipsing the total. The lone under of their last 10 head-to-heads was a 5-0 Boston shutout back in June. Elsewise, both teams come to beat each other's pitching. While Toronto entered the series a little low on runs of late, they wasted no time in reintroducing themselves to Fenway with 2 first-inning homers on Friday night. They'll gladly do it again on Saturday. Berrios has a 5.67 ERA at Fenway lifetime, allowing 6 home runs, so expect the Sox to get theirs just the same. Take the over. Kansas City Royals vs Philadelphia Phillies. Sanchez has been very effective both at home this season, 3.62 ERA, and over his last 3 starts overall, 1.59 ERA. Kansas City has been terrible on the road this season, winning only 26.4% of their games there so far. They have lost their last 4 series away from their home stadium, including a 3-game sweep at Yankee Stadium. The Royals are ranked second to last in the majors in batting average on the road with .227. The entire Kansas City pitching staff has struggled on the road, ranking 29th in the league in away ERA with 5.31. The Phillies have 2 of their last 3 series on the road, and they have won 3 out of their last 4 games against the spread overall. They are winning at a 58.3% clip at Citizens Bank Park so far this season. The trends suggest that the Royals are outclassed in this matchup. Take Philadelphia with the run line. Sanchez has allowed less than 2 runs per 9 innings on average during his last 3 starts. The Phillies have gone under the run total in 2 of the last 3 games in which he started. The Philadelphia pitching staff allows almost a full earned run less on average at home, 3.51 ERA, than they do on the road, 4.37 ERA. They currently rank 5th in the league in ERA at home. Their pitchers have been stingy at Citizens Bank Park recently, producing a 3.27 ERA with a 1.00 whip in their previous 7 games. The Royals rank very low in several key offensive categories, including average runs scored per game overall, home runs per game, and slugging percentage, so the odds they score quickly in bunches against Philly pitchers are low. The Phillies have hit a lean .208 with a .296 slugging percentage over their previous 5 games at home. The Phillies have gone under the run total in 3 of their last 4 games. The stats strongly support a lower scoring affair on Saturday. Take the under.